season, and the games are getting more intense. And the Jayhawks will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Baylor Bears offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Bears are flying down the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Maybe a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Flagway wants to throw. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense, who will go to work for the 1st time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball comes to rest right there. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On the direct snap, it's Morris. Showing off the arms. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running inside, it's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it looking for the 1st down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Bears line up to punt it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Jayhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Using his feet. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. On the direct snap, it's Morris. Makes the grab, it's Lagway. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. To the air, it's Marshall. Working that left side now. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, oh no, you're asking for an interception.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Unloads to the wideout, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Number 29, set to pass on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for space, it's Turner. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Marshall. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure going right. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Finding some room. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the red zone, it's Turner. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll send out the kicker here. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Finds his big tight end. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take.
There's a crease. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Some say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Keeps it on first down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.